Hello and welcome back. I'm Lost and this is HOI. I'm doing something different today. I've decided that instead of just playing the game, I'm going to try and do something for the players. So, if anybody else out there has ever looked at the mod options, and I'm sure you have, they are crazy. There are tons of them. And if you're like me, you look at them and you go, that one looks interesting, and that one looks interesting, and that one looks interesting. But then you don't ever get around to playing them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a bunch of different mods. And I'm just going to see how they work. So what I'm going to do is this time around, go through my normal startup. I'm going to do everything that I would normally do if I were just playing the base game. And currently, aside from the colored buttons and the strategic view adjustment, I am playing just the base game. So for today, to create a baseline so we can see what happens in a 2-hour run, given my normal follow through on these games, how far I get, how difficult it is, what challenges I run into. And then next week I'll play a different mod, or I'll play a mod. I don't know which one yet. I'm thinking that I will start with one of the big ones like Black Ice, which I have played and it is a very interesting mod. Or I will start with one of the smaller mods. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out when we get there. But for today, I'm trying to run through this following my normal pattern. Now, I don't know if you've seen me play this. If you've seen my YouTube channel, then you will see that I do this same pattern every time when I play as Germany. And that's one of the reasons I'm using Germany, is that I've played them often enough that I have a very good feel for how to play them. What I'm doing right now is setting up oil production, because if I go over to my trade, I am low on oil and rubber, and that oil production will resolve the issue with oil and rubber. We'll leave the tungsten. Well, it's tungsten, isn't it? Yeah. We'll leave the tungsten alone until we get the factory queued. Do I need a bunch of trucks? I don't need this. I am not going to bother with aircraft carriers this time around. I'm not going to do anti-tank guns. I don't need heavy tanks. I do want naval bombers. The naval bombers is a recent change in my strategy. Instead of trying to have my fleet alone dominate this region and get me access to England, I use a heavy load of naval bombers in the channel and surrounding areas, backed by fighters. But I'm going to need a lot of fighters. And then we'll get some more trucks. Okay, that should do. Now, see, more rubber and more oil. So we'll get those. Okay. It's been a long time since I played the base game. My friends and I tend to prefer the mods. Wow, I have not seen a focus tree this small in a long, long time. Rex Audubon, and then what we're going to do is run down to the industrial effort, go with the Russian Treaty, Air Innovations 2, rocketry, and the extra research slot. Then we'll head down to this area. The point of going here first is that I need my manpower up to 550,000 for the Anschluss. Going through these gives me that time. We've already got the speed up. That's good. Let's... Why am I doing it that way? That's stupid. No, I'm not even going to bother with them. that'll do for now. You and you are going to be tanks. There is a logic to what I'm doing. Okay. By switching over my production, I know I'm increasing the amount of tanks I need and decreasing the amount of trucks if I were going to produce them. Right now my production is okay. I don't think I need to tweak anything too much. When our first factories come out, we'll throw them into the light tanks. We are training so that we can make changes to the division formats. I'm going to leave these 3 in place. The cavalry brigade, if I got late game, would be my police force. I don't need the mountain brigade. The SS division, I may pick up at some later date, just throw an armored in and have this replace my infantry, because it's effectively the same, and I will put an armor into here. But my real goal is to expand my armored divisions. I want those panzer divisions built up. We need to set a drop-off point. And since we're just training, we'll get them training. So now we can sit back and relax for a moment and discuss long-term goals. Or not. Okay. So I like to take as much as I can of Europe without getting into war with the Allies or the Russians. So I'm going to try to peacefully take Austria, Yugoslavia, and Czechoslovakia. If I can take Hungary without the Allies getting involved, I will. If I can take Romania and Bulgaria without the Allies getting involved, I will. Which should give me a fairly large chunk of land. Could just take details, probably. Yeah. And that large chunk of land would come in very handy. Well, that large chunk of land does come in handy, especially with the factories and the resources. But in the meantime, we will build up. So you'll see I'm already down to 10 factories here. That's because of the oil. Already recovered 1. Throwing in the silent workhorses to get my political power running. Okay, Spanish Civil War. We're going to get involved in that because it is free experience towards the development of my army. So let us take 2 infantry and armor. Hopefully I have enough manpower, or enough divisions that I can support 3 volunteers. Only 2. Let's kick all of those guys out, which really messes with my production, but does give me the 3 division limit. Rommel, you're going to Spain. And we'll also do Lend-Lease. I hate the ridiculous expansion of aircraft that happens in this game. Every time you conquer a country and you get their airplanes, they sit in your inventory forever. You can't. I have yet to find a way to get rid of all airplanes. I really should look that up and see if there's a way to just scrap the damn things. You know what? I'm going to do that. Good. National Spain has been smart. Let's slow things down a bit. Normal Spain, getting to Catalonia and taking Barcelona is always a pain in the ass. So I'm going to move there first. What do you know? You search for scrap planes and it's there. Lindley's China. Even with console commands, I can't find a way to get rid of old planes. Wow. Well, this is a year ago. We'll keep looking. Maybe we'll find something. Those guys still haven't arrived. Kick it up to speed 4. Olympic Games. So yeah, people are saying you can't, or you should just keep them. We'll let you guys move, and then we'll cut in behind you and take Barcelona. Yeah, currently it looks like the only way to get rid of them is Lindley's, so what I'm doing with Spain is the only answer. Oh, come on. Stop sending broken divisions back into combat, Spain. There we go. Now we've cut them off. You can support the attack, but I don't want you leaving Barcelona. Use your speed to get around the flank. Oh, I should not do that. I should... Good. I've got Spanish holding there. Alright, now we're hitting them better. Army innovations. You are going to be a captain of industry. Oh, crap, I completely forgot what I was doing with my navy. Sorry about that, guys. Good, still moving. Turkey. They are the preferred option. I never want to give factories to countries I'm going to have to fight. So I will, as much as possible, avoid taking resources from the allies with a common term. My 3 are in the main. That battle's over. So that's 13, 14, at least 15 divisions up here, cut off, running out of supplies. Being held in check by 6. Oh, Spain. I have to say, one of my favorite playthroughs, and I know I've said this before, but one of my favorite playthroughs was as Nationalist Spain. It went very well. I ended up conquering the U.S. as Nationalist Spain. That's fun to do. Alright, production is proceeding apace. Good, we have more factories. We're getting our oil and rubber production up. We'll be able to recover factories from those. Slowly but steadily, we're making headway. Primarily because all of their divisions are broken. They just can't resist. It's that lack of supplies. "16 Republican Spanish divisions. And they are battered. Alright, Blitzkrieg Theorist. That is a bit ahead of schedule. Industry first. Makes our lives easier in the long run. Okay, let's let these guys reorganize. We've almost wiped them out anyhow. Yeah, just a bit of reorganization. And that number drops. Alright, where to now? I could try cutting in here and cut off a couple divisions. Or I can go for Madrid. We'll go for Madrid. Get a couple more factories back. I do enjoy strengthening the German economy this way. divisions in Madrid are surrounded and cut off. I can't starve them out because they're in a city, but I can kill them all, and that's 3 fewer divisions to worry about. And really at this point, that's all that matters, is how many divisions can I get rid of. So let's go finish those guys off. And then we'll cut in this way. And push in this way. I'm going to have to trust the Spanish to follow behind me. So I should probably just go for Valencia and be done with this. No, we're not going to. We're going to speed time up and move through this faster. That is far ahead of schedule. But that's okay. I need it done. Armor... logistics. So let's support that attack, not get involved directly. And then we'll head over here and finish this shit off. Good, now we head back. They don't have manpower now. And they can't have enough industry to support themselves with guns. Alright, that's that. Thanks to the way that submarines work in this game and how quickly they die, I just don't use them. Which is sad, because I would really love to use submarines. I think they make excellent surprise weapons. They excel at what they're supposed to excel at, but in this game, they just don't work the way they're supposed to. They die far too easily to destroyers. You guys can go ahead and join the army, continue your training program. So I add the motorized infantry to increase the hit points. Makes them a little more durable. Now I have enough room left, I can throw in 2 more tanks when I get medium tanks developed. That is going to increase our need on trucks a lot. Let's do that. Now that we're so far ahead on the oil front, let's get some factories laid out. Where are we population-wise? 488,000 troops. Let's get up to the number we need. Amelia Earhart has passed. Army organization. Extra research slot. Ooh, the Soviets back down from Japan. Works in Japan's favor. I am now self-sufficient on both rubber and oil. So I'm only importing 2 resources at the moment. That is pretty damn good. I need air innovations. We'll do the Rhineland first, and hopefully France won't decide to pitch a fit about it. Chinese have united, that's fine. Alright, production proceeds apace. A show of force, if you will, to try and keep the French in their place. It's not necessarily going to work. You know what I should do? Slightly less armor. 6 armor, 18 infantry. 25% of my army there is armor. That works. Is it enough to get through the Maginot Line? No, no chance in hell. Is it enough to convince the French to let me have the Rhineland? Maybe. Will it be enough to convince Austria to do my bidding? Who knows? We'll find out when we get there. Good. Now we'll do the Anschluss. We need a lot of motorized and armor. No, sorry Yugoslavia, I'm not giving you anything. I'll just end up getting it back in the end anyhow. Come on. Hope this goes well. Really not looking forward to fighting a war against Austria. Awesome. Okay. Let's slow it down. Let's grab all of the Austrian units, convert them to our infantry divisions, and send them up here to join in training corps. And then we will get rid of those new ones. And we'll get rid of their division assignments because we don't need them. I'm going to need this eventually, but we'll do armor for the moment. And now we will demand the Sudetenland. All right. Back up on the speed. Let's see, 32, I'm producing 18, we'll add a unit to give us the 6 we need. One run of 5 will put us at 36. That will at least give us 4 sets of 24 divisions to start with. We can decide on more later. Been experimenting with this combined arms option. Oh, hello, Gasmasky. Hope you're having a good evening. Let's see, what do I need? All weather. Alright, I have got to get air innovations. That just gives me too many good things to skip the way I have. Well, crap. Alright. I can demand Slovenia. they guaranteed? Czechoslovakia is guaranteeing the independence of Yugoslavia, and the independence of Czechoslovakia is guaranteed by Romania. I am not at all short on this one. There's a part of me that is hoping France won't get involved, and there's a part of me that is convinced they will. So what I'm going to do is stick 31 divisions of infantry on the French border. With more reinforcements to come. Then, because I don't have them deployed yet, and I really need them if this is going to work, I hate when I do that. Okay. We still have a few hundred fighters in reserve, but no bombers in reserve, which is fine. We can manage. Okay. Let's wait. Actually, if we wait... Alright. If I wait to declare war, it gives France and England an opportunity to get involved. If I jump right into it, it might avoid that. Might. Alright, Romania's in. What can I do? What can I do? Passive bonuses. Your job is not to attack. Your job is to hold the line. Thereby relieving some of the pressure on purple. But now that you're here, might as well. It's going to be a really interesting fight if I have to take it all the way to Romania. So I'm just going to have to go down this narrow neck of land and invade Romania from the north. With or without air support. Coup in Romania! That's interesting timing. Alright, we need to buy time. So we'll do this. And now we can get our all-weather support. Okay, Czechoslovakia is done. And I am no longer at war with Romania. You guys can go back there. You can go down here. You can go over there. stick the factories into truck production, and we'll open up another tank queue. Light aircraft will do, and make my fighters more effective. It's July of 38. There's no point in jumping into 39 tech yet. Except for the Panzer III, because I've got a 100% increase to it. So I can knock that out and start producing Panzer IIIs. I am going to need more factories for that. And let's jump our oil production again, because we're going to need it. And we will extensive conscription. Okay. Hungary has now become a kingdom. Well, there's no fate of Czechoslovakia here. It's done. So there's not really a point to moving down this line right now. Unless I want to do the Second Vienna Wars, but I don't. I want to demand Slovenia. Ooh, 3 more naval factories. Those are helpful. Alright. Come. Let's see. Canarian, we'll give you an army. And you can move up for Memel, which we will eventually want to do, even if we aren't doing it right now. We'll come back to that. That's working. Still 38. Uh-oh. Crisis in Slovenia. French Commune. So this is not going the way I anticipated. But that's okay, because it's an interesting playthrough thus far. we're going to declare on Yugoslavia. It's a done deal. The question is, how much support can I get for myself? How much support can I get for myself before I do so? Okay, once red and purple are in, red and blue are in position. You can stop training, and modal will be replaced with Vetter von Bach. This will become orange. Your objective I'm starting out with a limited objective here. I don't know that it's going to work. Wow, he is the least favorable. Wait, I'm at war with Romania? How did I end up at war with Romania? Crap. Alright, we'll deal with Romania first. Okay, so this did not go at all how I expected. Sure, Spain, I will accept your divisions. And we're already across the Maginot. Now, if we can hold there, great. Independent state of Croatia declared war in Yugoslavia. That should make my life a little bit easier. Okay. Panzerkampfwagen 3s. Let's get some better artillery researched. Nope, not inviting you to the faction, not worrying about that. Build some Panzer 3s. I don't have the equipment I need for this war. Red, you stop attacking. Actually, you know what, Red? Go ahead and keep attacking. You finish, and then you will come over here to help. What the devil? Alright, this needs to be done now. Okay, Croatia is on its own for the moment. I need to save my armies. You know, for a baseline for judging mods, this has not gone well. You move up here and help in Germany. Alright. I would love to send some planes over to Romania, but I can't afford them right now. I need to finish off France. You move there, you move there. That should give me better ranges. Okay. Good. The war in Romania is going well. We'll cancel that set of orders, and we will push to the coast. Then we'll shift over and hit Yugoslavia. In the meantime, how is our war in France going? Pretty abysmally, but that's okay so far. If we punch through, we'll be fine. Come on. Okay. Your border is there. Orange. Your border is here. Blue. Your border is here. Rearrange. Now, blue, your objective is north. Purple, your objective is south. Orange, your objective is Strasbourg. Romania has capitulated. Excellent. Alright, let's go grab Romania. Good. No, I can just do that. They'll be into Yugoslavia before they have a chance. And I'll kill Croatia later. Once these guys are all gone, I'll be in much better shape. I'm not inviting Croatia in. I just don't want them. I really can't see why I would want them. Decisive battle. Let's just go with construction repair. Three more ports. We'll do transports. Yugoslavia has capitulated. You guys, and you guys. Finish off Yugoslavian resistance. I guess it's more accurate to say French resistance in Yugoslavia. Come on. And once that's done, we can go deal with France. It was considerably weaker than they were. Ugh, lovely. I want you guys here. We'll drive that way. We'll move our fighters up. Move our bombers up. And once the French and Yugoslavia are gone, we'll shift our armies back around. Oh no, the French have invaded. This, by the way, irritates the shit out of me. Why would France do that when I'm invading, when I'm that close to Paris? Alright, everything is going well there. Let's do some advanced research. Fall of Paris. The total collapse of France cannot be far behind. Not with my divisions advancing as quickly as they are.
almost unopposed. Now that the forces at the Maginot Line have gone, France just does not have the manpower left. Alright. France no longer exists as a country. I no longer have to worry about them. I will have no resistance there. Our next will be Hungary and Croatia. I need more medium tanks. I want to transform half of my armor into medium tanks and leave the other half as light tanks. Resources we're doing just fine on. The only thing I'm importing right now is tungsten. To get tungsten, I would have to go after Portugal, which means attacking Spain. But that's not going to go well. Let's see if, yeah, England is justifying, or is guaranteeing Hungary. So we're not going to go to war with Hungary. Instead, what we're going to do is prepare for the knockout punch. I have 0 Marines, so I need to fix that. Alright. Let's max our airfields against the English Channel. We will throw down some more oil production, and we'll stick more factories in. And as soon as we have Blitzkrieg done, we will research Marines. Once we've got Marines done, we'll be ready for an invasion of England. We'll produce some Marine divisions. They'll cross, and we'll take England from the Channel. What I'm going to need a ton of are aircraft. I'm going to leave that alone. All right, production. This is the beauty of it. I'm in a position now, I don't have to go to war with anybody. I can, should I desire it. But if I'm going to war with the Allies, I have to be able to knock out England instantly. Knocking England out immediately will buy me time. Wow, my people built a ton fast. Well, let's get our road network up and running properly. Not that it's in bad shape, but might as well be prepared for the wars I intend to fight. Okay. A lot of research just got finished. Let's run through it. I have far more production in oil than I need. I'm going to leave those at the bottom for now. I may decide later that I need more, but right now I am doing just fine. It's March of 1940. Whew. Poland still lives. Good job, Poland. Yeah, that's only because I left them. I'm gonna kill England first. I'm gonna kill England before Poland. Okay, that's that. Edit the Marine Division. Bring it up to strength. Throw in some artillery. Give it proper support. And we'll train 20 of them. Before I do the guns, let's grab this, because this will let me have a naval capacity of 40 for invasions. Alright. So I'll be able to send all 24 divisions over and hit Dover at the same time. Once they've landed, I'll be able to throw troops in at strategic locations. Now I'm not going to send them all simultaneously. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send this. Why do you have 10 armor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody else has 6 armor. You have 10. Okay, purple. Whatever. It is, I think that's Heinz Guderian. Yeah, Heinz Guderian. You know what? Fine. Hurrying Heinz can have his divisions. Good, my light tanks are caught up, my medium tanks are doing well. Let's edit the panzer divisions. Let's see where we're at now. Nice. We don't need the extra light tank, so we're going to switch this over to a medium. And we'll get more tungsten. I hate getting it from the Soviets, but I don't really have a choice. So I'm going to pull it from the Soviets. More bombers. Okay. We are running through this. We will start out by sending the 600 fighters there. Move those fighters over here once they arrive. Okay. So you will go to the channel, you will go to the channel. You will get 200 naval bombers who will do naval strikes. You will get 200 naval bombers who will do naval strikes. And up here we will do set the limit for 200 naval bombers. Send them out to the sea as well to do naval strikes. Can these guys? They can. They will go here. They will also go out there. They too will do naval strikes. And finally, 200 more fighters. Okay. Which gives us 1,400 fighters, 1,300 naval strike aircraft. Soon to be 1,400 naval strike aircraft. Now the question is, can I get another 200 fighters? The answer is no, Not at the moment. We have to wait for them to build up. No, Bulgaria, I don't want you in my faction. Alright, Hungary is guaranteed by England at the moment. So our choices here for an attack. Our choices here are rather limited. That will be 0 divisions until I get the tech in 10 days. Okay, you. 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 Alright, that's finished. That's working. Get the MP38. How's our production going? Swimmingly. Nice. We've got our 200. That's perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to justify this war goal. And we'll knock Hungary out of the war, and in the process, start the fight with England. At least through war there'll be an end to this conflict. Yes, there will, because their country will cease to exist. We'll grab the leopard. And then when the next one comes up, we'll grab the Panzer IV. Actually, you know what? Let's do this the smart way. We'll base you here. We'll send you to port. That should do. Hungary should not last very long, and once Hungary's out of this, I should be able to shift these divisions over here, leave 20 of them behind to fight the coast, send 48 across to join the Marines in England. That's the goal. I have to hope that Italy doesn't do something stupid. You know what? Well then, Italy, refuse my offer. I mean, granted, I refused theirs, but... Now, I need 5,049, but that 5,049 is upgrades, not new production. Okay, let's go ahead and start researching new naval. It's a very, very strange baseline playthrough for this game. 7th of February. Getting close. Nice, Panzer Force done. Doing very well here to be upgrading everything this way. Alright, now they're going to call everyone. So who am I at war with? Hungary and the UK. Let's see if Hungary can go quick. Hungary has capitulated. Perfect. Let's get those guys assigned. Get these two across. Actually, you will guard the coast. Now we need naval superiority. Escort the convoys. I have 0 naval superiority in the British in the channel. Let's do that. Come on, make landfall. '94. Italy has declared war on Greece, which is fine. Come on, guys, win this. I'm at least sinking British stuff. I've still got divisions that can go in. It's not over yet. Though some of them are falling back, I think. Yep, 2 of them have retreated already. Come on, we're at 98%, damn it, let's win this. 9. Okay. That's a win. I need to push out from Dover very quickly. Because that's going to be the resources that I need. I need to push the ports. Because every port that I take away from them is a port that I can use. Up to Liverpool. The British are debating intervention in the Benelux. I'm sitting on England, I'm sitting on London, and you're debating intervention in the Benelux. Okay, what else do I need right now? Nothing. Fine, we'll leave that alone. Let's get our next series of cruisers going. Red, you don't need to be on that whole border. Orange, you don't need to be on that whole border. The Marines will serve as the leavening, if you will. They will provide that extra little bit of solidity that the armored divisions don't necessarily have. Again, red, you do not need that much of the border. Orange, you kind of do, buddy. You don't need to be on that border. Alright, so we've got the Narvik class out. Let's go ahead and start building those bad boys. And we'll get the battleships. Bismarck. Yes, the Bismarck. Ugh, lost a division somewhere. That's okay. Orange, realign. Your new objective is just going to be here. And red, you will go over this way. You will fight down the middle. Alright. Alright, now that we've got some air support in southern England, some, not enough, but some. Actually, let's leave them put there, because they will have the range to at least help in southern England. Well, that worked. Well, that went poorly. Most of my Marine divisions are now dead, so we're going to disband the survivors. Alright. Orange is making headway. The UK just declared war on Belgium. I don't know why the UK would be that stupid. Declaring war on Belgium does not help them. All it does is make my life easier. Red, again, don't go the whole damn border. You're diluting your strength when we need it the most. and start these. Purple, you don't need to be the whole border either. I really dislike the way the armies just kind of spread out when they don't need to. Long-running problem with this game. Oh, still pause. That's when that makes moving. Silly me. Good. Hold Cardiff. Now if we can cut them off, we can butcher them. Because they have no supply. Being out of supply, they're easier to break. Okay. Because that's just that's over 40 divisions. Cut off without supplies. Destroyed. 40 British divisions just went away. So let's finish this. England can't have much fight left in her, and when she goes, the rest of them may go as well. Until that happens. The U.S. joining this fight is perhaps the worst possible outcome because it will never end. I am now pretty much doomed to an unending battle. Shit. Well, it is a baseline is to see how crazy the game can be, what can happen. We are seeing how crazy the game can be and what can happen. The hope now is that England capitulates, and when they capitulate, we can end the war in Europe, so to speak. I seriously don't know what England is resisting with at this point. Okay, the UK has capitulated. All right. I think this is where we're going to stop. I know I'm not at the 2 hours, but I don't really think the next 17 minutes is going to make much of a difference in the grand scheme of things. As it stands at the moment, Germany is the only Axis country, and it controls territory all over the world. It's losing in some spots because I just didn't put anybody there, but I've got England, and I am poised to break what's left of the Allies. Now what's left of the Allies is the US, South Africa, Canada, Australia, the British Raj, British Malaya, New Zealand, and the Philippines. At this point, my best options are to call in Italy, who will help me in Africa, call in Japan, who will help me in the Pacific. So let's see if they will not accept. Of fucking course. So what we'll do is the alliance with Italy. We'll see if we can't force it. We're going to drop 24 divisions. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to edit the cav. Because I just need people to sit on territory. Okay. What did you lose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't currently need a standing Air Force. I will want an Air Force later. Right now I don't need a standing Air Force. My goal at the moment is to dig in. Lovely. Lost another division. What did you lose? 1, 2, 8, 9, 2, 3. You lost a tank division. My real fear at the moment is that Russia will decide to get in on this. You know, with that in mind, damn it, Italy, why won't you accept this? Alright, let's get some naval bombers out here. Alright. God, that is just so much death. So much death, so much destruction. Let's go back to construction repair. Okay. Alright, this is where we're going to call it. We're going to end it here. This is just going to turn into a grind fest at this point. And that's not what I really want. I just want a nice... This is what the first 2 hours in the base game can be. Let's look at what the first 2 hours are in a different mod. So I'll figure out what I'm going to play next week mod-wise, and we'll pick up there. Until then, good luck in your own wars and happy gaming.